Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the NFL offseason has taken a serious new approach, with the first ever virtual draft, virtual offseason programs, and little to no player and coach in-person interactions. No rookie minicamps and lack of team preparation means these rising stars are at a serious disadvantage. However, as teams are finally reporting back to facilities, there's one thing I'm certain about. We will have football this season. Whether there are fans at the game or empty seats, football will be here this fall. And this draft class is one of the most electrifying group of skill players we have seen in years. Whether it's size, speed, or legendary performances, this draft has it all. There are plenty of new faces who will make an immediate impact on the offensive side of the ball this season. These are my top 10 players most likely to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. At number 10, I have Justin Herbert, quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers. Herbert is an athletic 6'6" quarterback with a huge rocket arm. What I like most about him is how he stands tall in the pocket and steps into his passes. When given time, Herbert is very accurate, especially on his deep ball. Herbert may have the smoothest transition out of any of the rookie quarterbacks, as he will have Mike Williams to complement his rocket arm, Keenan Allen on third down to move the sticks, and an all-purpose running back in Austin Eckler to help him in the screen game, which he ran frequently at Oregon. Justin Herbert's NFL comparison would be Joe Flacco, as both are very tall quarterbacks with rocket arms who, when given a lot of protection, are very accurate. At number 9, I have the first wide receiver that was taken during the draft this year for the Las Vegas Raiders, Henry Ruggs. The Raiders were only 24th in team offense and scored less than 20 points in 7 games last year. If the Raiders want to compete with the high-powered Chiefs offense, they need to put more points up in a hurry. Henry Ruggs is exactly what the Raiders want. This offense needs someone who accelerates out of their routes, can get separation from the defense, and has bolting, jaw-dropping speed. Henry Ruggs' NFL comparison would be Tyreek Hill. Ruggs, like Hill, has legitimate playmaker ability and is a defensive nightmare after the catch. I could see Ruggs playing the outside receiver, inside slot, and even being a part of the screen game and special teams. At number 8, I have DeAndre Swift, running back for the Detroit Lions. Outside of Pro Bowler Kenny Golladay, Swift may be the best player on the Lions offense come day one. Swift possesses big playability with his lower body strength, as he's a player that likes to lower his shoulder and muscle his way for extra yards. Arm tackles will not bring him down, especially in the pass game, where he is known for his receiver-like cuts and vision upfield. This may be Matthew Stafford's last chance to prove to the Lions he's their franchise quarterback, and Swift will be an excellent addition to the struggling offense, who was only 26th in scoring a season ago. DeAndre Swift's NFL comparison is Matt Forte. Both are strong lower body backs who have great vision upfield and scary cuts. At number 7, I have Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. I would have Tua higher on this list, but we are currently unsure when he will start because of his serious hip injury. The athleticism of Tua is off the charts, with some scouts comparing him to Russell Wilson. What I like most about him is how he avoids turnovers and does not panic under pressure. He doesn't have the strongest arm in the draft, but he does have a very quick release with NFL-like accuracy and thrives in the short and intermediate game. Miami is not very far away from turning things around, and Tua is a clutch player that makes leadership-worthy plays when needed. Tua reminds me a lot of Mark Brunell. Both are under 6'2" lefty quarterbacks with pure athletic ability and could extend the play when needed. At number 6, I have Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. Coming out of LSU, Jefferson was a part of one of the most prolific offenses in college football history. You can make an argument that Jefferson is the most NFL-ready wide receiver in this draft, the way he wins a lot of 50-50 balls, which is crucial at the next level. Just like former LSU wide receivers Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry, Jefferson makes the unbelievable catches believable. He has natural hands and goes up and grabs the ball and not wait to catch it with his chest. This skill makes him a consistent red zone threat and opens up the playbook even further. The Vikings are a playoff favorite this year, and many experts have high expectations for Jefferson to flourish in this offense. Justin Jefferson's NFL comparison is Dez Bryant, as they both are tall receivers who go up and attack the ball at its highest point and are the go-to receiver inside the red zone. At number 5, I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, running back for the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. A pure 3-down running back out of a pro-style offense who uses his vision and patience to excel in gap run plays out of their shotgun formation. His sharp cuts and lateral quickness allow him to press a hole but still be able to read the defensive front and move left to right or vice versa. Edwards-Helaire has receiver-like hands and is dominant on third down in the passing game, especially in the open space. He will have a huge advantage playing in Andy Reid's West Coast offense. Many scouts have compared him to Brian Westbrook, who Reid coached for 8 seasons in Philadelphia. Both are patient backs who are dangerous in the pass game. Being able to run behind Mitchell Schwartz, Eric Fisher, and that rock-solid Kansas City offensive line will have an immediate impact on Edwards-Helaire. At number 4, I have Jonathan Taylor, running back for the Indianapolis Colts. A true power back with great upfield speed and someone who could bulldoze through tackles with a strong lower body. Taylor is most productive running inside the tackles, where he fights through contact and small holes. He is a player who hits a hole before it opens, moves a pile, and once he gets past the front 7, you're not catching him, sorry. Taylor fits the power and gap type schemes that Frank Reich's Colts run with Quentin Nelson and Anthony Costanzo pulling inside, especially in those third and very short downs. The Colts were ranked 7th last season in rushing offense, and I see them using the ground game to take a lot of pressure off of Phillip Rivers. Jonathan Taylor's NFL comparison is Marshawn Lynch. Just pure power, legs moving, run up the middle, and carry an entire defense on your back type of power. At number 3, I have the Heisman Trophy winner, Joe Burrow, quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Savior had arguably the greatest season ever by a college quarterback last year against the nation's top competition. Burrow's greatest attribute is his mobility and pocket awareness, which is very important in today's NFL. Burrow is simply built like an NFL quarterback, has clean techniques, doesn't look shaky in the pocket, and throws a very catchable ball. Burrow has pinpoint accuracy when throwing on the run to extend the play, and his pocket awareness skills prevent him from turning the ball over. He knows when to release it. Burrow has a good arm and has an accurate deep ball that gets downfield quickly. Joe Burrow reminds me a lot of Sam Darnold, the way they both can throw precise balls on the move, especially outside the pocket when the play is breaking down. At number 2, I have CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. I still cannot believe he fell to 17th overall, but Jerry Jones ain't complaining. CeeDee Lamb has extremely strong hands and smooth body control, which makes him a consistent deep ball threat. He is someone who could jump and attack the ball, making ridiculous catches with defensive backs all over him. Lamb's biggest strength is his yards after the catch, especially in the screen game. Lamb is like a running back with the ball after the catch, the way he moves his hips, shreds tackles, and accelerates upfield. He reminds me a lot of Brandon Marshall in the yards gained after the catch aspect. Overall, Lamb is a tough and gritty receiver who doesn't fear contact, and someone Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy are really excited to have. And my number 1 pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. The best route runner in all of college football, and possibly the best receiver prospect in years. Jeudy possesses a clean release at the line of scrimmage and the ability to get separation from defenders with his smooth movements to make guys miss. he has the potential to score on any play with his electric speed, long strides, and yards after the catch shiftiness. Overall, Jerry Jeudy's route running will make him a day one star for Denver. Jeudy had tremendous success against legitimate competition, and I believe he has the chance to be a top 3 receiver in the NFL one day. When I look at the overall NFL comparison of Jerry Jeudy, I immediately think of Chad Johnson. Jeudy has very similar quick bursts off his routes like Johnson, as well as his hand-eye coordination, catching every pass with his hands and not his chest. And that wraps up this list of my top 10 players most likely to win Offensive Rookie of the Year this NFL season. Who do you think will win Rookie of the Year? Is there anyone I left off this list? Join me in the comments section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share this video. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.